Make sure my camera filter's doing what it's supposed to. Hey guys, glad to see you guys. Special Wednesday edition here. Jumped on. You guys voted yesterday so we could have another stream. Unfortunately, I'm going to be running around on Friday, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get on Friday. So moved it back to Thursday, and then based on your guys' votes in the Discord, you guys wanted to do pre-record of the matches so we could get the better video quality and be able to see the matches live. So that's what we went with. We've got Sam and we've got Goody on the line. Can you guys say hello and see if everybody can hear you?
How's it going, everybody? Good to be here.
Good morning, everyone.
So mic check. Is that all sounding good?
All right.
One response. Yeah.
All right, great. Yeah, I don't know. I know we may get like 2 people on right now. No, with me not. My camera keeps flaking out. I'm gonna scoot up closer. You can see my blue screen I have in the back. Yeah. So we'll see if we get many people on. Like I said, this is not my normal setup. So hopefully we get some people jumping on. Thanks for the sub, Alec. Appreciate it. So yeah, we've got Sam and Goody on to go through the results of our match. These guys did a great job, hopefully keeping everything secret. So they played their matches actually yesterday, and did not spill the beans on who the winner is. So we're going to go through. They're going to be live watching the stream with you guys and be able to comment a little bit, and then we'll discuss their strategy that they had for this particular segment of the tourney. I think you guys did. Goody, did you change your team much throughout the course of the tournament, or did you keep it pretty much the same?
I tried to keep it as much the same as I could. As I continued to play, some of the max guys who are on my regular roster would get trained, even though I was actively trying not to give them TP. So sometimes I had to switch a guy out to get back under 3K as some of my regular players gained some levels.
Right. And Sam, I know you probably swapped up a couple times, didn't you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Had like a couple silver players here and there.
Yeah, so Sam, I think that was one of his strategies for keeping people on their toes a little bit, is that it was never you never quite knew which team configuration you were going to get. And I don't know, did you keep the squad the same with the Jay Furry match, or did you switch even in between rounds of that one?
I'm pretty sure the only thing I changed was Devin Singletary, just because I pulled a 89 overall elite from playing seasons.
Oh, okay. So made a nice little quick adjustment there.
Yep.
I know you did that because I saw Tevin Coleman drop some points on me. So.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. All right, well, guys, we'll jump in, and like I said, we're going to do the same giveaway thing. I'm probably going to stream for about an hour today because I have a commitment myself at the 1 o'clock time frame. So if we hit our normal viewer targets around that 50 range, then we'll do some giveaways on top of this, and of course we'll do it in homage to the current participants in the tournament. But let's go ahead and get rolling. And we will jump in. So guys, I'll tell you when I start the video in case you're watching the stream, or in case you've got a worse delay then man, this camera, I don't know what it's doing right now. But in case you've got a worse delay, then you guys will be able to comment as we go potentially. Hopefully everybody can still hear me. Goody and Sam, can you go ahead and just say hello one more time, just so we make sure when I flop to this new scene that everything's still good to go?
Hello.
All right.
Hey guys, this is Goody.
All right, looks good on my side, I think. All right, so I am starting match 1. I'm going to go ahead and open up betting right now. The guys that asked for having the betting on that. So betting has opened up right now for those of you that are in the stream, and the video is starting right now. There'll be a little bit of flicker on Goody's side. I couldn't get the frame rate to match exactly, so there's going to be some weird frame skipping on a couple spots.
Yeah, so this is the first play right here. You like to get started with a nice couple points in the beginning there. Doesn't always happen though.
Yeah, so for me, my go-to play first play is always wide receiver drag, always to that tight end, and then PA drop in.
Yeah, I use PA drop in on the 30-yard line a lot. You can see I failed the first rushing pressure there, and that was user error. That one really hurts to start the game off when you mess that up.
Already being down negative 400 is like never a good thing.
No, it really hurts. And that's almost the exact same play there, but I actually hit the right hole. And so maybe climbing a little bit back, throwing that pass a little late hurts. And I'm just watching Sam on the other side of the screen absolutely tear my defense up. It's not good.
Man, I made some bad plays here and there as well. Like,
I've had 6 bets coming in, so I think it's working. You just got to have points, and I sent out 60 to 100 points just a second ago.
oh,
So here we see the game's getting back in hand for me, which is nice. Here's a nice drop in that I love to use on the 40-yard line. That's my go-to on the 40-yard line. Hard not to use it more than 3 times in a match. But this is where I get hurt. You see, Sam put some really good guys on the line and in his linebacker core, and so 5-yard rush, I typically like to take a plunge up the middle, but he had some good players there, and my line was real weak with that 3,000 power, so I had a hard time converting those for both matches, actually.
yeah. Most of my guys, actually, I've been trying to sell them off on the auction house for who knows how long. I didn't realize that they come this handy for this 3K power tournament.
And here I go with a play that I actually never use in regular OD, Ravens HVC. It turns out okay, but this is actually where the match falls apart because I'm on the 2-yard line there. The game is really close. I have no time to not get the ball in. But of course, with Sam's good line there, I missed the first HB dive, and I think that's really the difference maker here.
Yeah.
Well, so is this 165 power challenge that I missed. That hurts maybe more, I guess, now that I'm watching the full game.
But I think that's what got Jay Furry. That first match, it was pretty good. He passed several of the run challenges, but then the second and third matches, that defensive line just stepped up. And I kind of went back and looked at some of that video, and I think it was Lawrence that was just killing it, back to back, just knocking everybody down and getting into him before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's so Sam won the first one, so I'll go ahead and send out the winners for that one. And let's go ahead. I'm going to change the timer on this, so you guys are going to have, before we play the next match. Let's do this for, I think we have an issue. Let's do 2 minutes on the duration here. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the betting for the second match. So for those of you that are on, the betting should be open right now. It's going to stay open for just a couple minutes. It'll take a second for the bot to catch up, but you guys should see that. So go ahead and put your bets in for the second. And guys, maybe go ahead right now and talk about your strategy, whoever wants to go first, but maybe talk about what your particular strategy was going into the finals.
Um,
Go ahead, Sam.
all right. So for me, it was personally just trying to make sure you fail on my pressures and hope my line stepped up, because like it's been like the focal point of how I've been winning all my games with all my linemen stepping up and doing all their tackles and whatnot. Um, gotta put in the Hail Mary here and there. Gotta pay homage to it. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, for me, in OD, I'm trying to run the ball as little as possible. It takes too long. So, all I'm trying to do is be good enough to beat these pressures. So I expect, 2 to 3, 4 to 5 yard runs, and then 2 7 to 8 yard runs, and then a 12 or 13 yard run. There is one coach that gets two of those off, but I don't know who it was, and luckily Sam wasn't using him. But for that reason, I'm trying to beef up the receiving core, and I'm trying to get the line just good enough so that my running back can get through. So I had a maxed wide receiver 1, tight end, and flex, and I left wide receiver 2 as 98, and then my whole line was basically 98, just as a matter of trying to get through each individual move. So we'll see if it works out in the next one.
So let's go ahead, and we're about 15 minutes into it or so. So let's go ahead and maybe roll a giveaway. Since we don't want to give away who the winner is, we will go ahead and do the day celebration first. So let's do the giveaway, and the keyword right now is going to be Thursday. So Thursday, that giveaway is live right now. Thursday. And betting should be about done, I believe. We've got 12 bets in. If you want to get your bets in, go ahead and get them in as well. That's !bet, and then either Sam or !bet Goody. So go ahead and make your bets, get those in. I'm going to close the betting also here. All right, so betting is now closed. And guys, I am closing the first match, and we are spinning up match number 2. And there'll be a little bit of a gap here in some of Sam's. We had to cut out some of his video for a text message that came in. So it'll look like his screen freezes. Have to mute the sound. I can hear tapping.
Yeah, so same start here for me at least. I get these first 2 plays working right. Here comes the pressure. This is the hard part. This one, it looks like I should have passed it, but somehow, I get the 4. This is something I actually see in OD a lot, is like, it look like you get 5 yards, but it gives you 4, or they look like you get 6, but it gives you 5.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the follow, Anonymous.
This one I do make it through, luckily. But on the other side, while I'm running little 6-yard plays worth basically no points, Sam's getting touchdowns left and right.
You know it.
So who are your wide receivers in there, Sam?
So I have Max Herman Moore as my wide receiver 1. I have maxed Cook as well.
Okay.
And then for my flex, I have Captain Gronk, and my wide receiver 2 is Brandon Cooks, the gold receiver.
And which captain did you go with again, Goody?
I had Mahomes, so I had some 10 power Hundley in at quarterback so that I could use Mahomes as the captain.
Yeah,
and I like Mahomes.
I ended up using Brady just for fun.
Worked out, yeah. I like Mahomes because I don't think the quarterback matters all that much. Sometimes your opponent will get some boosters in that really can mess your quarterback up. But in general, it's your receivers and what you can do to the opponent's defense, in my opinion, that makes a big difference. And Mahomes has a really nice 15-second timer, and then also only 3 passing touchdowns for his OD reward, which is super easy to get, especially as a vertical.
So Wendy says the way to beat Sam is beat his small run pressures, then just go pass for pass with him.
Yeah, that's basically the only way you can. And in this second game, I don't even get the passes off. You can see I'm just getting sack after sack after sack. But in the first game, I think I could have had a shot if I had been able to beat those pressures, because I did pass pretty well in the first game, but I just got hurt on a lot of the pressures, especially the big one.
Yeah. Well, and again, that's what we saw with Jay Furry, in the last round, was exactly that. That the first match, he was able to pass quite a few of those run pressures, and so that opened it up to where then towards the end of the match, he could just start, popping the ball down the field. But then in those second and third matches, it was just shut down, and it wasn't even just the run that was getting shut down. It was the pass plays too. He just couldn't even get the passes off before he was taking a sack.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Sam won the second match. So Sam is let me go ahead and give out the winners of the bet there. But Sam is the winner of the OD tournament. So Sam will get his choice of a 105 master, or 105, any 105 that he wants, essentially. And again, the second place we have also is a really amazing prize, I think. I don't know if Goody needs any of the maxed players or not, but certainly you can pick whatever helps your team, really. But 105 MF player, one of the Madden Futures masters you can pick. And then certainly you guys hopefully saw the prize pack that we got, which I thought was pretty amazing. Nick allowing us to hand out that. But I think a lot of people, we had 16 people, I think, total, that are going to walk away with prizes from the tournament, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
But really appreciate you guys, hanging out, coming on. Thanks for the cheer, Lit Boy, and thanks for the gifted sub to Anonymous. I'll jump over and get into the game, so that way we can see that instead of me just talking to the black screen here. But we do have Lit Boy is taking over as the stream boss right now, so there's damage to be dealt there. Really, the OD tournaments, hopefully everybody likes those. Sam and Goody, with you guys being in the finals rounds, I mean, what are your perspectives on the OD tourneys? Do you guys like them? Is it, what do you think about the 3K? Do you prefer the max power tourneys? Just generally, what are your thoughts, maybe, before you guys have to go?
I love them. I think they're fun. Way to stay engaged when the game can kind of get monotonous this late in the season, especially if you're fully maxed. And so I think they're great. I like the 3K because I don't have max power, so it feels like when you're playing a tournament, guys who don't have max power don't really stand a chance. They may be able to eke out a few wins, but it's limiting who has a chance to win. With the 3K limit, anybody really could win. So I think it's a cool way to do it. Of course, I think they both have their place, but I thought this was an awesome.
Yeah, now SBP brings up a good point, though you cannot choose a 105 Moss. So he's actually going to be off the table for all giveaways for the rest of the year. There's no way to get him outside of the norm. But I think the 3K was a really cool thing. I think it did dissuade a lot of people from playing, because it was quite a bit of work to get your team, down from 7K, 8K to 3K, and so I think that did dissuade some of the normal kind of players that we would have in the tournaments from playing, because it was quite a bit of work, But it certainly did. Quite a few people were able to make it up into the higher rounds that might not have been able to make it before. The previous tournament that we did, I think we had 350 participants in that last tournament. And, what you saw was, nobody that made it to the semifinals at that point had less than 6K power. And
which was close to max at that point, if I remember.
It was, yeah, it was. That was very close to max, if not max. And, so that really, that discourages some of the more novice players, and you still have a lot of people, and it's amazing, even towards the dead part of the season here, how many new players you have jumping in, right? We see, on Reddit, we've got probably 35,000 users, I think, right now on Reddit, and you see new posts all the time, hey, I'm getting started, what do I need to do? And it's, 30 days before we're, starting to reset things, and it's just amazing, that, you still have people new coming in, and those people there's no shot for them, So that was kind of the point for the 3K, was to kind of level the playing field a little bit more. I think the 3-play limit, and SBP made a comment about this earlier in the chat, but SBP said that 3-play limit will get you, and even the best players can make a mistake and slip up and hit Hail Mary 4 times or hit X follow 4 times, and that really does make it to where there's some element of that to it that I think makes it interesting. So
yeah, I agree.
So I did have a personal question request that came in from Combine. So Combine, what's the personal question? Is it why I don't use screens? Combine loves the screens. So we'll see what personal question he has. Yeah, no, so it's good to hear. Again, your guys' feedback I think is really cool. Everybody in the chat and you guys on the, as guests. Remember, guys, the giveaway is still live Thursday, THURSDAY. But I mean, it really is good for me to hear. What we look for is to try to engage that competitive community and try to get people from being novice players to competitive players. I don't know why that keeps doing that. That's always the goal with these sorts of tournaments, is just to bring people in to see this different competitive avenue that's there. I think all of us wish we could do arena type, tourneys like this, but it's really hard to do with 100+ players with an arena style, with people having to jump out of leagues and then wait 24 hours and all that,
Yeah, just to come back.
Yeah. Well, guys, I know you had maybe some stuff at 12:30. You guys are welcome to hang on. We'll probably jump in, do some OD stuff, and but screens don't work. I'm still waiting on Combine's personal question. I didn't see it there. Oh, so Fred's asking what. So he's got a good question for you guys. What reducers and boosters did you guys have in for the finals?
I had the 800 power receiver, and then the receiver reducer, the 210 CB, and the CB reducer, and then I had a running back, the 210 running back one in, just to kind of go along with my philosophy of I'm trying to pass the ball as much as possible, but I'm sure there's going to be some type of offensive reducer going in on my opponent's end, so I want to make sure that my running back has a little bit boost back to his base speed. It didn't help much in this case, but most of the time it does.
And Sam, what about you? What did you have in for the 3K limit?
Okay, so for me, I had the O-line reducer, the receiver reducer, and the running back receiving reducer.
Okay, yeah, so quite a few. You went mostly reducers then.
Well, I mean, I had the one running back stat booster too, the one that gave +1 speed, and then the rushing offense stat booster too, which gave like +4 run block.
Yeah,
and
so you get the extra run block on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so making the assumption, I think that was one of the things too, Goody, with using Harbaugh that kind of threw people off, because it was you with Mahomes and Harbaugh, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And so the that combination, I don't think people expected to see that. I think people expected to stick, and so we're going to see Garrett, we're going to see Lynn, we're going to see Zimmer, 6 run pressures, and then I think having to actually pass some of those run or the pass challenges threw a lot of people off their normal sort of sequencing. And
I think I saw that feedback in some earlier rounds. I'm always surprised by it, because that's actually my biggest complaint about Harbaugh, is that it's his passing pressures, since that's what everyone wants to be doing anyway. So they can be a little difficult to pass sometimes if the secondary is good, but at least you're not interrupting your game plan like you have to with the run pressure sometimes. So I was kind of surprised to see that it throws people off, but I guess it's good to know for the future when I continue to play OD.
Well, that's like, with Zimmer, one of the things I like about Zimmer as a coach is that, you get to that tactic in the middle. Thanks for the follow. I am not Carl Malone. But, I think that pressure that he has, the tactic that sits there, I'll pull it up here just so we can have it on the stream. But that tactic that he has where I'm looking at the playbook. That's not going to help me, is it? So right there, the players earn 12 points each time an opponent completes a pass, right? That reception tax. And I don't know what happens there, but when you fire that off, it almost, if you don't play experienced people, obviously for people that play OD, it doesn't do much damage. You know, they just keep rolling on. But when you play less experienced people, you can tell that there'll be a long gap between you when you see like more major scoring coming from them. And it's almost as if they're trying to figure out, now wait a minute, do I need to keep just trying to throw into the end zone, or do I need to give up these 12 points every time, right? And they don't realize, you know, that the 12 points really is not going to make that big of a difference, you know it?
Yeah.
But that seems to always throw people kind of off of their normal cadence, because like, wait a minute, if I throw this ball, every reception is now going to give this person points. And it's not, you know, that mental calculation is not happening that, look, in 60 seconds, you're not going to have that many receptions, right?
Right.
But those things, I think, really, and, you know, Harbaugh does that exact thing. You know, I think a combination of things that you have really good boosts that I think help with this tournament, where your corners and everything, you may have had to sacrifice on defense, and so you're going to have this boosting. And if they have a bunch of reducers in trying to, you know, kill off your coverage ability, then the boost that you're going to get with Harbaugh throughout the match should, in essence, you know, give you a pretty significant benefit there in terms of play recognition, getting the players in the right location, and man coverage, which can be helpful. So I really thought Harbaugh was an interesting choice. I probably would have gone with Garrett or Zimmer probably in this tournament personally, just to get those 6 run challenges and hope to God I can get in there and stop them from running the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
And I never play in my, you know, I try not to play in my tournaments because I don't want to take a spot that, you know, somebody might be able to use. And again, I certainly there's no chance I win the tournament, but certainly I'd hate to take out a younger player, you know, when I have no chance to win, you know. But all right, guys. Well, I really appreciate everybody hanging on and going through the tourney stuff. Thanks for sharing your strategy and what you guys did. Let's see. So where's Combine's question?
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me, Vol. I got to run, but I appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, good game, man. Have a good day, bro.
Yeah, you too, son. Bye.
Thanks all. So guys, let's roll that first giveaway. So the first giveaway we're going to have again is Thursday. I'm going to roll it right now. And so the winner is Gary G, follower since May 21st. Really appreciate the follow, Gary. I will send out your whisper right now. We'll spend the rest of the time just hanging out talking about coaches. For those of you that stay on, can hang out with me for the next 30 minutes. We'll do some more giveaways. Next giveaway is going to go live right now also. Let me get Gary G's whisper out so that way he gets his prize. Just got to see how many hyphens Gary G has in his name. All right. Send me your... Six, 9, 8. All right, and I've got that message copy and pasted now, so hopefully that won't take so long the next time. Let's go ahead and get the next giveaway up. Let's go ahead and pay a little homage to our current tourney winner. That's Sam, SAM. So the giveaway is live, SAM. And we'll leave that up for just a few minutes while we kind of jump in and play a little bit. And thanks for the follow, Dark and Birdie. Trying to find Combine's personal question here. So SAM, because I keep missing it, I think, while I was talking to Sam and Goody. Combine, I'm watching the chat if you want to repost it here. Yeah, I did put in yesterday's winners to Nick, but Nick's going on vacation, so I don't know if he has time to get them done. It may be, but you may not see those until he gets back on Monday. I got him in as soon as I could, and but it will depend on whether or not I don't think he got around to it. I haven't checked the request sheet. So Sam, giveaway is live right now. And Combine, I'm waiting on that personal request, man. The personal question. Yeah, have a great day, Sam. Thanks for coming on for the call. I think that works well. I mean, I'm certainly want to hear you guys' feedback on what you thought about that. That was what was voted for in the Discord, was to have the pre-record of the matches and then have the guys on to talk about and comment on what they did. I think the video quality on that was quite a bit better. You know, the live streaming is really cool because nobody has any idea what happened, but the downside is that you're always at the childhood story time. So the downside to it is that you know, it's live, it's there, but the downside is that we're going to have, you know, the issues with streaming always, right? Somebody's going to have a weaker connection, somebody might be on cell phone, somebody might be on McDonald's Wi-Fi, right? And so we're always going to end up with those choppy things. So gosh, childhood story. Combine likes screens and childhood stories. All right, well I'll think, and then we'll do the story. Let's jump in and maybe do some OD. Let me kick over. And let's, you guys want to maybe spin the wheel? And let's see what we got. I need to bring my wheel into, and I think I'll do that. I think what I'll do is try to bring in the wheel into the current scene we have. And let's see what happens if we do that. So, and that way we don't have to flip over and do anything weird. There we go. So there we should be able to see the wheel, and then I can hide that when we're done. All right, so I got to think of a good childhood story for Combine. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. We'll see what coach we're going for. Actions here. Let's see if we'll spin up. Yeah, there we go. All right, so Marone. So we played with Marone. Man, I don't want to play OD with Marone, but here we go. Marone is one of my least favorite for OD. So if you guys spin up right now, you're gonna kill me. I mean, I think it's just association. There's no real reason why the coaches have schemes. I think they do try to fit plays in there that generally might fit that particular scheme. So if you look at Rivera and you look at, yeah, I'll put in bets. If you look at Rivera and you look at, Kingsbury, you know, they have quite a few plays. Let me cancel that bet. They have quite a few plays that are very spread oriented. As soon as you see the matchup, I'll start the betting. But they have quite a few plays that are very spread oriented, right? So like Wildcat Power, obviously both of them, Rivera and Kingsbury, have that. But there's no real reason why they have a specific scheme. We noticed, you know, some people changed from last year to this year which scheme they actually represented. Let me kick off the spin wheel here too. All right, so betting is open. Hopefully, he can still get the win here. Maroon's a little bit tough in OD. He's takes too many points, even with a 14-second coach with full scheme boost, in order to do that. We'll roll the giveaway after this as well. So make sure you hit Sam SAM for the giveaway. Let me know if stream quality looks okay too. And I'm thinking about what childhood story we tell. So let's go ahead and put in the pass touchdown tax. And I'm just going to scramble up here, try to see if I can drop one short. There we go. And that way I can just punch that in for a nice score without giving him any points. Thanks for the cheer, SP Bonda. So we'll go ahead and try to get our short run play. See how we're going to do run challenge wise. There we get a little bit of a push by Derrick Henry. I didn't change out my boost either, so we're playing with whatever happens to be in there. This is the last play, so I'm going to go triple option switch, see if we can get some yardage there. And man, whiffed on a block there. That would have been to the house. Whiffed on a block. Any particular childhood type story you want to hear, Combine? Come on now. He doesn't care. All right, so how about one? You guys wanted to hear more fun stories, I guess. So we were in high school, obviously not old enough to drink at all, but decided we were going to try to get some beers and go hang out and sneak that out. Well, I decided it'd be a good idea to take my my trunk and convert it into a makeshift cooler. And I'm going with the increased run pressures here on this particular opponent to see, or increased defensive line boost, so I can see if I can get some more pressure on him. But decided we were going to use my car and the trunk as a cooler. I realized that it had a drainage valve inside there, or a drainage hole in there that stayed plugged up. So I unplugged the drain, filled it up with ice, and then took it down the road thinking I was super clever. And nobody's going to see this. The ice can melt. It's going to drip out as we go down the road with the drinks in the cooler. No big deal. I made it probably about 20 miles, maybe outside of where I lived and where I was heading, and then get blue lights. So then I'm standing there just freaking out, right? Because I'm not supposed to have this in my trunk. I'm worried that they're going to see this dripping stuff coming down out of the back of the trunk because it's clearly visible. And so I'm shimmying out of the car. All right, so I won that one. Won it by double. So we had a couple bets by pick 2. So we'll go ahead and finish that off. And we'll try to use some Marone plays. I'll do Marone plays in the next one, and we'll see if we can still win a match. But so then I sneak out of there. I'm freaking out. I mean, I don't know how the police officer did not see me just sweating bullets completely. But I get out of the car, kind of slink around the outside, and that was before they made you just stay in the car for the entire time. But so the bets are up, and this is going to be a beat down probably by Keth, playing with certainly playing with Marone. But I sneak over and I get my foot, where I'm lined up right behind the trunk, so I can hide that drip, because I know if they see that drip, they're going to think something's going on. Because there's no way I don't look completely suspicious driving down the road like I am, and again sweating bullets like that. And that was probably the second time I'd been pulled over for speeding, and then luckily that's what I had gotten caught for. I was going a little bit too fast. Guy caught me in a speed trap, and I got to sneak away with my beers and enjoy the day. But that was close. I don't know if I'd bet on me with Marone. I don't know if that's a smart strategy. See if we can get more pressure. Come on, break the block. Break it. Got to break the tackles. Let's see if we can hit Mills maybe deep out here. We're getting decent pass coverage. See if we can roll out here and hit this deep post route. Didn't pick up the block. I hoped he would. I hoped when I scrambled out that he would hang on and pick up a little bit of that block for me, but not happening. Let's see if we can go halfback toss motion. See if we can get something to the house here maybe. No way, not happening. Just moving too slow. Now that defense, now that power advantage is showing. Marone's rough too, because you just don't have, you're not going to get all the tactics off at the same time. and you don't have anything to make up really for that fact, so you're stuck just trying to do with what you can. Thanks for the cheer, Fred. So we'll see, we got the run challenge here, so let's see if we can get final pressure off, which Kath is going to be able to completely ignore. No reason to go after that run pressure at all. We're going to at least get our bonus and try to make it closer than it is so it doesn't look quite as shameful. There we picked up our bonus. Let's see if we can use minor lead the way and see if we might be able to get a nice block here and at least take something back to the house, get something good out of this. Look how slow the running back is. So slow. Marone, terrible choice I think for OD. I'm spinning that wheel once we get back. Thanks for the cheer, Lip Boy. Get one more playoff, maybe get a nice little sack. No chance. No chance. Like I said, Marone is just not what you want for OD. Let's go ahead and spin that giveaway, Sam. We're going to go ahead and spin that giveaway right now. Roll that giveaway. Winner is RJ Murph, following also since May 20th. Thanks for the follow. And I will send out your whisper right now. And let's go ahead and roll the next giveaway. So the next giveaway is going to be in honor of Goody, our second place winner. So Goody is live right now, Gooody. And I am going to spin the wheel again because Marone is not going to get us anywhere. Maroon's better for the arena side of things. All right, variable's okay. We can play with some variable. Thanks for the sub, Darkimedes. So let's pop in variable. I really like variable. Variable has a ton of plays. You got 6 rushing challenges. You're going to have the opponent's going to have to pass. Again, giveaway is live. Goody, Goody. We're going to have some nice boosts to our defense. We're going to have some coverage changes as we go, and so that increased cushion. Although in OD, sometimes if you're playing an underpowered person, that can potentially give them an advantage because the receivers are going to be open. When you look at his actual plays, he's got some really nice plays for OD also. You typically can get all of his run challenges off if you're very cautious with how you fire off your challenges and make sure you get those challenges fired off immediately. But we've got halfback zone, fullback sting, zone weak, and Titans weak zone that all are potential plays that we can use to pass those longer run challenges that we have. And then for long pass plays, we've got Texas, we've got Titans Y cross, we've got wide receiver corner, PA skinny post. You can take it to one touchdown plays or one score plays. And if I can talk today, it might be better. But he's actually a really good coach for OD. And again, he's one of my preferences also for LVL and Arena also because he does give us a nice range of pass challenges also. Let's see if I can brighten up this area here. You guys are seeing my screen in the back. And we'll get the bets back open. Let's see, opponent 1. All of you that chose Keth chose wisely. And we're going to start the betting. So the betting's open right now. Thanks for the cheer, Fred. And Lit Boy, appreciate it, guys. So again, we're at the power disadvantage, so we're going to be, -4. Again, that's not too bad. You can work through those. You just have to make sure you play smart. So hopefully, we won't have any stupid picks or anything like that, and I can keep things close. Hopefully, that light's not too crazy now, where I've changed that a bit. So we'll start off with kind of the normal here and see what. Could not throw. Not a good way to start. So let's go ahead. We'll put the pass attempts tax in. We'll see if we can get the deep wide receiver corner route. We stopped short. So you got about 10 seconds left on betting, I think. See if how we're going to do on run challenges. Looks like we're going to get decent decent blocking here. So there we go. It's not bad. And again, with Vrabel, if you've got the 14-second captain and you've got the full scheme bonus, then the key thing is to make sure you fire off the challenges immediately as you go. If you have too much of a delay between any of the tactics that you fire, you likely will run out of time before you can fire off the last challenge with enough time for your opponent to actually have to respond. And so that's what that's what you want to try to do, is make sure you get it off before they have a chance to just ignore the pressure. If it doesn't come soon enough, then they'll just sit on it and not drop pass. That should have been right there. When you play down power, that's going to happen. You're going to have those wide open balls, just very close contact, and they're going to get popped loose. Remember, Goody giveaway is live right now. Can't even get it to the receiver. Let's go spot option, see if we can hang one up in the corner. Might get the break. The receiver just didn't go for the ball. Again, those reducers kill you. Your receivers just stop functioning like they're supposed to. Like, he should have easily gone for the throw. We just can't do anything. Getting overpowered. I'm gonna have to change up my my boost. So I'm gonna switch cushion here earlier than what I usually would, because I'm certainly not overpowered. I'm underpowered in this case, so I want to actually try to take advantage and see if I can keep those guys back a little bit and maybe shut down some of his throws. So probably with about 20 seconds or so, man, see, my line just not even holding up at all. Not even holding up. There we go. Oh yeah, man, it's gonna happen. Way underpowered, wrong boosters in. It's gonna happen. You can't play down 1,000 power and lose them all, or win them all, man. Getting killed. AJ's a good player though, solid player. OD's like that sometimes, man. You just take your beat downs and you move on to the next series of matches. All right, let's play up again. All right, so opponent for sure. Let's get the bets out for the opponent. Complete that out. Let's go ahead and roll the giveaway for Goody. Goody. Good game, AJ. Yeah, AJ's tough, man. Great big Cal, following since June 15th. Thanks a lot, Cal. That's your second win this week, I think, man. All right, let's spin that up again. We'll keep rolling. Yeah, again, when you're down power like that, I mean, you're going to take beatings. I mean, it's just the way that it's going to work. You just have to do the best that you can, hope that you get some breaks. Let's swap out the boosters, or see what I've got in for boosters. Make sure I don't have something crazy in that's killing me. Usually what I'll do is try to have, yeah, see, I've got hit power in. This is what I was using for LVL the other day, or a configuration that I like to use for LVL, which seems to work okay for me. But usually here, what I want to do, let me see what I've got here. So I've got my receiver boost. I want to cut down their receiver also. I want to make it so it's harder for them to pass those run challenges. I'm going to slow down. Let's see. I want to slow down their running backs as much as possible. I want to keep my running back boosted, and then I do actually like an OD sometimes to use the QB reducer. So let's run with that a bit, and let's see how we do. See if we do any better. Favorite GC. Well, I've certainly known you the longest, Carlton. No, you don't have to sub to win. No, it's only follow. If you want to do stream boss, that stuff. That's subscribe. You get points for subscribing. You do damage to the stream boss by subscribing. and you know, that gives you some channel privileges, if you will. Let me go ahead and get the betting up here so you guys can bet your points. So we got the pistol. We got a nice even power match here. I've only got a minor boost, so we'll see how we do this time. Thanks for the cheer, Josh. So hopefully we don't get our teeth kicked in this time. But that's part of OD. You just got to play patient and keep rolling. You know, my personal strategy is that I don't lose more than 3 matches in a row. If I lose 3 in a row, then I call it a day and I come back to it a little bit later. I'll come back, take 3-4 hours, come back to it. But I don't just sit there and keep getting my tail end kicked. It's just not worth it. Sometimes, RNG is just not in your favor, and not RNG to win or lose, but it's just sometimes you're not getting favorable matches. Sometimes you're just not playing well, right? Sometimes you're making bad decisions. And then again, I find that if you start losing tons of matches, especially if you're climbing up the leaderboard, if you start losing tons of matches, then you're just going to get pissed off. And all you're going to do is make worse mistakes as you go. And so that's not what you want to do. OD is a game, just like old school head-to-head. For those of you that played the old school head-to-head, if you remember, the smart play was to always limit your mistakes, right? You did not want to have fumbles. You especially did not want to have interceptions, right? You did not want to take away an opportunity to score. And OD, when you're playing down power, is very much like that. Your best chance of success when you're playing a more highly powered opponent, especially one that's skilled, is to just limit your mistakes, right? Don't have a ton of interceptions. Make smart throws. Try to do your best in terms of picking which plays you want. Don't spam plays. Be smart in the choice. Swap back and forth with direction. You want to change up your position on the field, and so that was a fat finger. So you want to change up your position on the field so you can kind of go back and forth. But you want to certainly make sure that you limit your mistakes, because every mistake you make, especially against a tougher opponent, is going to be one that's just going to further and further seal your doom. And again, being angry, upset about it, only makes it that much worse. And I'm in the low ranks right now, so we're playing on, obviously we're on the easier difficulty right now. So you don't really start to see much of the defensive stuff. I take more beatings in silver and bronze than I do when I hit Hall of Fame and Elite, to be honest. Flying defenses, that's drives me nuts. Hit some PA slot options, see if we can hit that post there for a touchdown. And Kittle drops the ball. Kittle, man, what are you doing? Now see right here, we got our challenges off quickly, so hopefully we can hit that in time. We'll fire off some Hail Marys now that we're towards the end of the match. And so we want to try to see if we can force him to have to make a play, which he's going to have to. So I'm going to sit on my pressure. I've got the lead right now. I'm going to sit on this and see if he can come through. So I'm going to leave it there. That's one where you got to take a little bit of a gamble in OD, and see. So there he failed the pressure. We get the points and we walk away. We walk away with the win. So we did not get the double. So there we go. Pick the winners. Betting's complete on that. Let's swap coaches. Let's do another coach, and let's go ahead and give out our roll our next giveaway here. We'll probably do one more giveaway, and then let's see. Let's do one more, and what do we want it to be? Since it's 4th of July, let's do another 40J. So 40J. Is the giveaway. 40J is live right now. 40J. There we go. 40J. And let's spin up one more match. We'll spin up one more match with Vrabel, and then we will we'll call it a day for today. So streamboss Fred's got streamboss right now, so remember 40J, this is our final match. Yeah, Trubs. So this is going to be tough. Again, this is a -5 match. anytime you're -5, it's going to be a difficult match. And you just have to, again, try to limit mistakes. Try to see if you can, force the opponent to do something different. Vrabel is not who I would usually choose for OD, simply because I'm not guaranteed to get my. Thanks for the host, Patriots. I'm not guaranteed to get my my bonus or get all of my tactics off. I mean, and when you're not guaranteed to get them all, then you certainly potentially leave points on the table for your opponent. So let's see how we do here. I'm going to try to leave this one short. Come on, there we go. Stay short. Kittle's just going to drop the pass. And there we've got the nice delay. That's my most hated thing in OD is the defenders standing around the football for 20 seconds figuring out where they're supposed to go. My most hated thing. We're going to hit this corner route out here to Kelsey. Again, just try to keep things. We want to make good plays. We want to play smart. Keep it as close as we can. And again, we're going to be reduced. You can see how slow my guys are rolling with the reducers and the power reduction that we have. My Michael Vick is playing as a 93, and he is a 105 maxed player. So all these guys, if they take a hit, there's a huge chance that they're going to drop the ball, right? And so that's one thing you have to be really careful of. Come on, Vic, get out of there. Vic with a really nice scramble saved me on that one. See if we can hit some PA boot over again. I'm going to go to the crossing route here and hopefully not get picked off. I'm going to save this last pressure also here. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to see if we can get some zone weak action going. We're not going to get a good block. Barry Sanders got hung up. That's going to give up some critical points that we really needed right there. Thanks for the cheer, Lip Boy. I'm going to hit this corner route again if Kelsey can make the turn. There we go. And let's go ahead and pop in I'm going to wait for this, get this final tactic off, because again, if I don't fire this in the right spot immediately, then I may run out of time to be able to get the pressures off that I want. So there we've taken our captain bonus. A nice match. Trubs is tough. Trubs is a tough player. Alright, so we're getting towards the end of the match. This is where I usually try to pick up Hail Mary and start trying to see if I can get anything going at all. We've got some nice underneath coverage there if they can hang on to the ball. There we've got Johnson coming in. Here we got a 12-yard run, and I'm not sure I'm going to wait and hold off on this pressure. I've got the slight advantage right now, just minor advantage, so I'm going to hold off on that. Well, now he just got his captain bonus, so that puts us behind. So now we're in the situation where we have to go for it. And we're not going to get it. So again, that's tough, you know. That's going to happen with OD. You know, we had the boosters in, we did what we could, limited mistakes, and there the timing on the play. And this is where Vrabel actually is potentially a bad choice, right? Where Vrabel can get you into trouble is, you see, Trubs was able to get his final challenge off with Garrett before I was able to get my final challenge off with Vrabel. And the result of that was that instead of where I took the advantage at the end, instead of me having a situation where Trubs might have to actually be able to pick the if I cannot think today, thinking about what my conference call I've got to jump on here in a second is, but the instead of Trubs having to go out for that final challenge, I ended up having to go for the final challenge, and that resulted then in the loss. So again, those last plays, but a tight match. That was excellent. I'm amazed I kept up at -5, but I usually play at -5, so I'm fairly used to it. Good game, Trubs. All right, let's go ahead and roll the final giveaway. All right, so I'll send out the whisper here. Let's see. Good luck, or congratulations. All right. Well, guys, that we're gonna call it a day. Right now, Lit Boy is the looks like Lit Boy is taking over as on Fred. So Fred's got the stream boss. So let's we'll end it there since that's the end of the stream. We finished the last giveaway. So Fred has taken the stream boss at the very end. So Fred is our new stream boss for next week. If there are any channels that we need to raid, let me know. We can send over some folks into a raid. So let me know. So Fred will take over next week as our stream boss, and he'll be calling the shots for us for next week. So again, we should be back on normal schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Again, really appreciate everybody coming out, hanging out with us, and checking out the finals for the tourney. And we will see you guys on Monday.